Hi everyone, my name is Eduardo Loya. I'm here with Franz Viamin, and this is CommunityHub. This is a website that we built on the idea of we wanted the feel of social media without a lot of the negative aspects, so instead we've decided to focus on something that would bring actual local people together, a much more location based and trust built environment where you are connecting with people that actually live around you and communing with them. So to get started, we can go ahead and log into our account. And the idea behind this was typically that we were gonna, use this in either retiree neighborhoods or apartment complexes, somewhere where there's a smaller community that would need their own little platform to, hold events, possibly sell things or ask for help without needing to go somewhere as wide as a social media platform where there's really no end to your reach. You want something smaller that doesn't have as far as a wide reach. That's what this is for. So here we can see upon logging in, you're greeted with a dashboard, which is just where other users in your area can post about realistically anything they like. Maybe they're not ready to go make an event, but they're, considering it. They can come here and give out some ideas, recommendations, have discussion. Just as a quick test post, we can see that it is possible for users to come in and title their cards, give a description, upload up to 10 photos or videos also work. Unfortunately, don't have a video on standby to upload right now. But yeah, we can see then it's posted by the user that you were logged in as. Appropriate text goes through and images. Moving on to the events tab, we can see here is where people in your local community can have events, whether they want to play pickleball or do anything. And these are also filtered. For instance, I believe none of these currently have a tag, but if we go in here, let's make a new event called soccer. I'm gonna go have fun and play, give it a date. Next week at 2 p.m. Sounds good to me. 2:41 p.m. And of course, let's pick a soccer field for the location, and here you'll see something nice that we left in. It actually does use real map data, so for instance, if this location was at a very specific address, you could of course go in and type that in and it would pull up the appropriate map results. I believe, yep, there we go. Phoenix, Arizona does in fact work. So for this, let's just leave it as a soccer field really quick. And then let's go ahead and add a custom soccer tag actually. It's gonna be the first soccer event on the website. And I think that's all we really need right here. So let's go ahead and create event. And there you go. Down here you can see there's a new event. Use the appropriate tags that I gave it. Let's go see if we can use this tag that I put down here. There we go, it does appropriately filter by that tag, and you can see the sports tag. None of these have the sports tag, so they don't come through until we come back to all events. Moving on to our additional features, mostly our secondary features. I think a dashboard in events is what this is mainly used for, but for instance, hey, maybe you just need help. Maybe this is a retiree community, you would like somebody to come down and fix something in your house. That's an option, simple doorknob fix. You don't want to exactly go out and get a $100 contract for, they got to drive out. It's a lot of work. And local favors in the community, I think, should be something that happens. We want people to build community. We want them to be able to ask help of their community. And we want to give help in the community wherever there is. Even if that's not in the sense of, something like this where you directly ask for help in the form of a help post. Also something as simple as just recommendations in the local area. You can add recommendations. You can show off what you like about the place. If maybe you have a specific meal you like at a restaurant you want to include, and then give tell us where it's at, tell us how expensive it is. And not only that, one of our features that I think we're most proud of is our map actually, which does in fact allow us, oh look, you can see this feature I updated just a second ago. I believe that was in the events tab. Look at that, we can go and pick soccer. It moves the map location. Unfortunately, I didn't realize we picked a soccer field in Mongolia, but if we, for instance, go to pickleball, Tempe Sports Complex, we can see there's the Maricopa Freeway. Here's the Price Freeway. This is indeed Awatuki Foothills, and we can see all the information about it. So let's say you were using this in your local community. Presumably, people would set up things here or at this park, maybe a barbecue at somebody's house, and you could see multiple locations populate all across Phoenix to see what you'd like to do. And then of course, we decided a little extra fancy features. If you want, you can choose different viewings of your map if you have different preferences. Or if you would like, maybe you don't want to see events on the map, because you just not want to go to events. Instead, you would like to go to your own thing based off your community recommendations. You can also come in here and go see things based off your community recommendations with everything appropriately transferring over. And then I believe that is all the features for our website. Thank you very much.